smoking good crop and make that shit hot. You can flex how you want on my nigga, just know you ain't flexing like Mike. Cause when Mike get the flexing, it's over for you little niggas. Night night.
What is going on, people? This is John of Pipney, and welcome back to another sports reaction. And this week it is the Chicago Bears taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers in this Week 9 matchup. But before the start of the official video, just remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell. And if you are a returning subscriber, make sure to hit that like and share the video. Just keep the channel growing. I'm almost reaching my goal of 500 subscribers. Right now I'm at 315 subscribers. So let's just keep the channel growing to keep it going. I deeply appreciate it. But now on to the start of the official video. And officially jumping off this video, the Pittsburgh Steelers have now won their third consecutive game after having a rough patch through the first 4 games of the season, and now they stand with a record of 4-3. And the Pittsburgh Steelers will be taking on the Chicago Bears once again in this Week 9 matchup. These two have won against each other multiple times throughout the years, but the Bears have seemed to always come out on top. But this time around, the Chicago Bears is not looking as mighty, and the Pittsburgh Steelers seem that they will take hold. And one of the key matchups of the game, the main key matchup, is Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger is going to have to continue to play more competent football as he has been doing over the past 3 weeks. He cannot afford to revert back to the first 4 games of the season, because if he was to do so, the Pittsburgh Steelers will stand no chance in defeating the Chicago Bears. So is he still able to hold it together and still present the same type of Ben Roethlisberger that has been presented over the past 3 weeks? Then the Chicago Bears will be in deep trouble going against this Pittsburgh Steelers team, who is coming off a very hard-fought victory against the Cleveland Browns. But the main guy that has been helping Ben Roethlisberger secure victories and has been the most important part of the Steelers' success, and that's transition over to key number 2, and that is Najee Harris. Now, Najee Harris has been playing complimentary football all season, but especially over the past 3 weeks, he has been one of the main catalysts, the reason why the Steelers' offense has been more efficient, especially in the red zone. So expect the Pittsburgh Steelers to feed off of him in this game, much like they did against the Cleveland Browns. And with that, they can mix in with Ben Roethlisberger hitting the Bears with a lot of deep passes and a lot of passes over the middle, and that can help the Steelers secure a very easy victory over the Chicago Bears. So with Najee Harris, with his excellent downhill running ability and his shiftiness, he should be a very huge problem for the Chicago Bears in the run game. But now moving on to the final key to the game, and it is very simple, like it has been for every team that faces the Chicago Bears, and that is to unleash that pass rush on the Chicago Bears. They have failed to really stop anybody from getting to the quarterback all season. They still lead the NFL in the most sacks given up. So what the Pittsburgh Steelers definitely has to do is to just let the defensive ends, outside linebackers, D tackles, just everyone just pin their ears back whenever there's a pass play and rush the quarterback as hard as possible. Because if they do that with how good that defensive line is for the Pittsburgh Steelers and how good that defense is overall, they will definitely cause multiple turnovers in this game against the Chicago Bears. But those was the keys to the game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now moving on to the Chicago Bears. And key number 1 for the Chicago Bears is very simple. Continue to put Justin Fields in the right position to succeed. And how the Bears is going to do that is calling the right play calls that suit his skill set, and that is RPOs, rollout plays, and at times have him be in the pocket and make the throw simple as possible for him. If the Bears is able to do that along with his quick thinking and his athleticism, then he can give the Bears another reason why they will win this game. And now moving on to key number 2, and that key is very simple. Continue to run the football with rookie Khalil Herbert. Pretty soon, David Montgomery will be coming back along with Tariq Cohen. But as of right now, Khalil Herbert is playing his ass off For the past 3 games that he has started, he has played exceptionally well. 97 yards in his first game, over 100 plus yards in the second game. He didn't get a huge amount of success in the third game, but he did still manage to rush over 70 plus rushing yards in that game. So he can provide a steady dose of running along with the quarterback being able to get out in the open space and run. If the Bears is able to find a way to balance those two out along with the passing game, then the Bears can definitely find a way to dominate this game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, much like they have been able to do over the past 15 to 16 years. But now moving on to the defensive side of the football for the Bears and the final key to the game, and that is that defense has to play hell of a lot better. Over the past 3 weeks, the Bears' point total have been going up and up and up. They gave up 24 points against the Packers, 38 points against the Buccaneers, and 33 points against the San Francisco 49ers. So the Chicago Bears defense has been flawed since the beginning because the lack of talent at the cornerback position, but it seems like now everybody else is following suit and is starting to play horribly. Now, number one, Khalil Mack is out, so the Bears will not be having him for a substantial amount of time. So other guys like number 99 Gibson is definitely going to have to step up and make a huge impact on the defensive line, along with Angelo Blackson, Bilal Nichols, Hakeem Hicks, even though he has been injured throughout the entire season, and the other supporting cast along with Robert Quinn is going to have to definitely step their game up and help out those cornerbacks and limit the time being that the quarterback has in the pocket to be able to throw the football. On top of that, the Bears sustained injuries at both safety positions. Tayshaun Gibson and Eddie Jackson is injured as well. We do not know if Eddie Jackson will be back in this game and how long he will be out throughout the season. So the Bears definitely have a very tough road ahead of them in this game and throughout the rest of the season. But if the Bears defense cannot find a way to get stops on a more consistent basis, then the Bears will definitely get blown out in this game, very much like it has been happening over the past few weeks. But now we're moving on to the prediction for this game. And yes, the Chicago Bears have been dominating the Pittsburgh Steelers since they did get that victory in 2005, with Jerome Bennett famously running over Brian Urlacher into the end zone. Since then, the Chicago Bears have beaten the Pittsburgh Steelers. No matter how bad the Bears team was, no matter how good the Pittsburgh Steelers team was, the Bears have always found a way to win. But this game I do not believe will be as close. I don't believe that this game is going to be anything remotely like it has been in the past, because regardless of the fact the Chicago Bears still had excellent defenses during the time that they have played the Pittsburgh Steelers, or at least they was playing at least complimentary football, at least during that time period. Now, it is not happening this time around, and I strongly believe that the Pittsburgh Steelers will beat the Chicago Bears 35-24 in this game. Sorry, Bear fans, but the Chicago Bears' luck has run out, and it seems like this is going to be a very dreadful season for the Chicago Bears. But that's going to be it for me, guys. Once again, just remember to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're already a current subscriber, just remember to like and share the video. But this is Jonah Pitney once again bringing it back to you with another sports reaction. Once again talking about the Chicago Bears versus the Pittsburgh Steelers in this Week 9 matchup. All right, people. Peace out.
This to get checked quick like an item off of a checklist. You got a death wish. If I let it spit it and knock cubics up out of your necklace, you can say what you want.